because it's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Salt Lake City Elks and our home team. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Check, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check, check. Front.
They go with Washington to begin the drive. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second
Check
and 8
3, check 3.
at the 44-yard line.
On second down now, Long. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2 times, 2 times. 3 out, 3 out.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's complete. Henry. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Ready? 15 runs. 15 Ready?
On first, here's Washington. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
2nd and 11. And caught by Henry. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
In both locker rooms, the coaches talked about setting the tone early. Didn't matter whether you started on offense or defense. In this case, the team that had the ball first did exactly that. Took it right downfield and scored.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Got it? Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Slide. No. That happened.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 7. And it'll set him back for second down.
Okay, ready? Check. Watch 54. 61. Matchbox.
On second down, Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 18. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
Set. 60 outlaw.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
91 is the mic.
Coming.
Set, go.
They'll set up to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
On first down, Long, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll try to counter with Washington. Able to fight through 1 tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He completes it to Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Check nickel.
They'll run on first down. Long. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Check 31. Check 31.
Here's second and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Ready? 10-2, sir.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll set up the throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ed Oliver has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gators.
I'm here all day.
Five.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, watch it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. On 3rd down, long. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
First down, Salt Lake City.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's the 2nd and 7. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Jordan Evans came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Here we go. Set. 90. Wolf. Foxtrot. Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mike 91. Man, I got you. Ready to go.
Back to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Ready.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Charlie. Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mike, that's it. Go.
They'll try and throw for it here. Now this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Come on,
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check Mike 50.
What's the run? Hey, they're running it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this? And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Get off the train, Trevor.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He'll drop to throw.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check 91.
No run call here. They look to throw instead. And that is incomplete. Well, shame on them, Coach Davis. They went against your advice. They threw the football, and now they're backed up to punt this away.
They're actually fortunate. They went against my advice, but they didn't turn it over, right? No takeaway for the defense. They'll punt it now. They probably could have gained a few yards if they ran it, though, and helped out with field position.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken it around the 40. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Ready, set. Here we go, here we go. Strong right, strong right, strong right. Go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yes.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring 66. Bullet.
Now back to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey. You got 3. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Check the out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Watch 84. He's going.
They run the counter with Cook. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 16-yard line.
2nd and 3. Hopkins, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start the drive with Washington. He finds an opening past the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Check nine, check nine.
Now on first down, it's Washington again. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 2nd and 6. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Law. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. We got three, fellas. We got 3.
On first down, Law. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 2nd down, Law. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd down, Law. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. 2nd and 2. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's 3rd down and goal from the 2-yard line.
Now, do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop it for a 2nd straight play right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 4th and goal at the 3-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Come to my world. Mike's 50, Mike. Here we go.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. What's tight? Tight is Delta. Tight is right. Out. 3 down. Out. Let up.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Ed Oliver in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A big play there out of Cook. 54 yards on the ground. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us?
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They're going to look to throw. Complete. It's Henry. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Check your hot read. Pick the edge. Go. Shoot. Ready.
He'll look to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll look to throw.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Undercrunch. Check 13.
They run the counter. It's Washington, and this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Hey, lock it.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's able to find Wallace. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
61, matchbox lights.
Washington now out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. Long. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here we go on 4th down, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Salt Lake City, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.